Are you serious? Are you serious? Russia is warning the West of a catastrophe over Ukraine. This is the headlines right out of Reuters. Russia warns the West of a catastrophe over Ukraine. Now, here's what they're saying. Out of Moscow today, January 29, 2015. Russia's envoy to the European security watchdog group called OSCE urged the United States and Europe on Thursday, today, to stop supporting party of war, talking about the Ukrainian government, in Ukraine, and warned of a catastrophe could be ahead. Interfax news agency is reporting this. Now, quote, I would like to appeal to the states that have influence on Kiev's leadership, most of all to Washington. It's time to stop indulging Ukraine's party of war, said Russia's OSCE envoy. Andrei Kilin, only a big catastrophe can result from such developments. Now, this is a very, very powerful threat. Basically saying to the United States and the European Union, you guys better change your course of direction and your relationship as it relates to Ukraine. Or there's nothing else coming here but a catastrophe. Well, what could that mean? Well, look, Russia has troops in Crimea right now. 9,000 of them just arrived there in the last 3 days. And hundreds of tanks. Now, I realize Crimea is now part of Russia because through coercion, basically, they pulled a Russian mafia move and stuck a gun to the head of the Crimea people and said, you're coming with us. And 80% of the Crimean people speak Russian anyway. It wasn't hard to do. But when it got into East Ukraine, now it's about 50-50. It's got hostile. It's got ugly. And over 7,000 to 8,000 people have died already in the conflict in Ukraine. So the sanctions that the United States has been putting on Russia is playing a major role and a tremendous toll on the economy of Russia. The European Union's doing the same. Kicking Vladimir Putin and Russia out of the G8 summit, isolating them from away from the world. It's getting this relationship is getting very cold. And the days of the Cold War are back. But they're even more hostile and more dangerous than ever before. The Obama administration has taken the foreign policy of this country of America down a path we did not want to go. We should have left a footprint in Iraq. We should have left a military base there with at least 10 to 15,000 troops from now on. You wouldn't have had the uprising of ISIS if you had, especially when you leave all the weapons there for ISIS to pick up and run with. We should be leaving a base probably in Kandahar. We should be leaving one in Afghanistan, not pulling out, leaving there. You're going to have the same situation develop there when we leave. The Taliban will literally go through that country and murder everybody in sight, especially any Christians or Jews anywhere. You're going to see Yemen's government just fell. King Abdullah just died at Saudi Arabia, and now King Salman's got to make sure he can secure his nation. There is Iran's building nuclear weapons. The negotiations is stalled. Benjamin Netanyahu's arms being twisted by Washington and other factions trying to remove him from power, even his own children being threatened with assassination by Iran. Hezbollah's attacked Israel yesterday. Al-Qaeda or Al-Nusra or ISIS or Syria's President Assad, somebody, or Iran or somebody, fired rockets the day before that into the Golan Heights, into Israel. Hamas is ready to attack again from within in Gaza. It's ugly. What can I say? It's just totally ugly. And Russia's now talking about catastrophes. Are you serious? What? Are you serious? Don't miss today's live broadcast, okay? The program begins at 12 noon Eastern. We're going to cover all of these current events, and there's a ton of them. And we want to cover them all because they're all pointing to the same thing. The rise of the beast, the rise of the Antichrist, which is, of course, part of this new world order, radical Islam, asteroids, sinkholes, water turning blood red, volcanoes, all of the earthquakes, including California yesterday, the plagues on the earth, the pestilences, diseases, 57 dead bankers now, 75 dead scientists now. What does this all mean? Are you serious? 12 noon Eastern. Go to my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. The two books that I've written 5 books, but these two here I want to talk about because of the current events. This is, of course, The Mark of the Beast, RFID. It's only available at my website. It's based on current world events, how they relate to Bible prophecy, and an end-time apocalyptic scenario for America, including FEMA camps. Very, very enlightening. And then there is this book, my new book, Jerusalem Jihad. It is the sequel to The Mark of the Beast, but it has to do with the end-time apocalyptic events surrounding Jerusalem and all nations of the world. It is fascinating. Again, based on current world events, Bible prophecy, and an end-time apocalyptic scenario. It will help you understand the day you're living in and the days to come. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time.